my God. Aimee, we're doing it.
Yes, we are doing it. Oh my gosh. So I feel like the time we spoke about this and the time we're doing it is literally, it's been like 24 hours. If like,
Genuinely, we are risking it for the biscuit.
no
Risk it for the
shit.
biscuit.
It's literally less than 24 hours because I feel like it was yesterday that you're like, let's do a podcast. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do
Let's
it.
do it. Yeah.
And that was like, oh man, there's so many messages, but it wasn't that long ago. And then here we are.
We've just done it.
We've just done it. We
We've
just,
taken action.
we did. Starting. And I guess that's what like our first intro and like what this podcast is going to be about is really just like, just doing it.
Correct.
Instead of overthinking and instead of trying to like be like, oh, everything's gonna be perfect and we've got to be polished and everything like that. We're just like, well, let's go.
That's how we're going to show up. There's no fancy podcast studio here.
No. Welcome to my office.
Just welcome to my kitchen.
Exactly. But I feel like it's because both of us have a lot to share and sometimes we don't maybe have like well, I feel personally for myself is like I don't always have like the means to share it or express it the way that I want to. So I feel like this is going to be like a creative outlet for that sort of stuff, you know?
Yeah, I'm the same. And I feel like you and I are on the same sort of page with our thoughts on life and also different thoughts on life as well. But I feel like this could just go places.
Yeah, we don't know. We're going to see what happens. Exactly. And I think that like I think I've just had so many like realizations lately about like, you know, how we totally, you know, it's the old fucking saying that everyone uses is like we get in our own way, like all the time. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no more, no more getting in my own way. I'm like, is that the saying? Like, shit, did I just fuck that up?
It sounds good. It sounds good. It's
Yeah, I'm
fine.
not gonna get in my way anymore. I was like, and then I've decided I'm gonna stop whinging and start winning.
Yeah, I love that. I'm gonna put that on like a piece of paper where I can see it every day. That's gonna be like my little motto for the rest of the year. Stop whinging, start winning. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what that really means though is just like how many times we bitch and whinge about our situation and complain and just go, oh, like, I wish I had these things, or like, I don't have this stuff, or no one will listen to me. Like, this is me talking now. Like, no one cares about anything that I have to say. And I had this like realization today too, whereas like it came through to me of like, I'm just like, oh, this is like this podcast for me is just really a way to be seen and heard, but also to like hear and see myself, which I think is where it starts from. And like for myself, like, you know, you go through the day to day, like, you know, we've both got like pretty awesome jobs and careers and stuff like that. But it's like, what are we actually doing for ourselves?
Well, yeah, totally. And just having that time where we can talk about stuff that's important to us and bring on guests. I'm excited for that.
God, I've got like so many cool guests in mind actually. So stay tuned, guys. When you get sick of listening to us, we'll bring there'll be other people to listen to. But something that I think is really cool is like, so only recently, like probably what, like a few months ago, you left hospo, which you were in like full time, or like you've
Long
been doing it for a
time.
very long time.
Long time. Started at Subway when I was 15 and then essentially all the way through till this year. With a few, obviously, anyone listening that is hospo, tried to get out a few times. Tried to do a few things, but always got sort of pulled back into it. But yeah, this year, it was just, every part of me was just like, you're out. You're done. It's time for something new.
Yeah.
And here I am. Yeah.
What do you kind of feel like wanted, like, because obviously, like, I feel like I've done hospitality before, right? So I did it for years, when I turned 18 for probably like several years, right? And I had a love-hate relationship with it. Like, I really fucking loved hospo. Like, I love the environment. I love the connection. But like, you know, there's so many aspects of it I did not love either. And it's like, like, and probably more so than others. But I guess for you, like, why was it like, yeah, I guess, what did you love about it? Why did you decide no more? And like, what has that looked like?
I think my first Subway crew was like my first hospo family, and I just have never really let that go ever. Like every time I've moved somewhere to a different venue, it was just always about creating that little community, that little family. Maybe people need that outside of the home, or like for me, I think coming from divorced parents and just having the single mum vibe. I don't know, going to work for me was just so having that little family and stuff. And I just loved that. And I've had that really like touch wood. I've had that everywhere. We've been able to create that for yourselves type thing. Just a really nice, weird, crazy hospo family.
Yeah, because everyone's sleep deprived and like,
Oh yeah, we're all mental.
yeah, 100%. That's what it comes down to. You're like, these are my people because we're all fucking crazy. Like,
Yeah, and that's what it was. Like, and also that was it as well. Like, I fit in here. I feel like I fit in here with all you
yeah,
crazy people. I think a lot of my friends, when I was coming out of school, it was like, go to uni, we're saving for a house. And I was just like, where are all the crazy people? I feel like I need to be in a different environment. And that just sort of played out from there as well.
but you've been able to travel a lot while you were doing hospo. So,
Well, yeah, that tied into trying to get out of it. I went to TAFE, did photography, and then ended up on a cruise ship doing
no
photography.
way.
Way.
Wow, that would have been fucking hectic on a cruise ship. Have you got some
Yeah,
stories?
dude, I was 21. I was literally living my best life. Oh
Tell us the stories. What happened?
my God, so long ago now. But it's like the same thing again. It's like you're in your own universe of people. Like there's people from literally every corner of the world on this tiny cruise ship. So you're just on your own globe.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been very full on. Cruises are fun. I remember like years and years ago, one of my friends' partners actually got kicked off a cruise ship in like I think they were
Oh,
in,
no way.
they were in Noumea or something at the time, and he was that drunk and he peed in the elevator. They saw it on the cameras and they left him at the next port.
Oh my God.
Needless to say, that relationship is no longer as far.
No
But
shit. He probably would have got lifetime ban for that.
probably, yeah, it's crazy. But I guess those are the things that happen, right? That's just my main cruise story. That well, I wasn't even on there, but it stands out to me because I'm like, that's fucking hectic. Imagine like, yeah, I'm that drunk. I peed in the elevator. The next minute, you're getting kicked off at the next port, hungover as shit, having to fly home. Like,
But people don't think about that when they're on there as well. Again, you just often you're in the world on a cruise ship. This is what happens when you're on there. You just don't, you forget about, that's what happened to me. I just forgot about the real world.
yeah. How long were you on there for?
I did 7 months for my first contract and 6 months for my second contract.
No way.
Way.
So you're on there for like that 7 months at a time.
The whole time. Yeah.
Whoa, that's hectic.
I know. I know. Like, I'd never, like, lived out of home before. It was just so, it was like,
Wow.
for me, it was the most extreme case of like, all right, I'm going to move out now. I'm just going to, like, pack all my stuff into one suitcase and go and live on a cruise ship.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a time of my life. I was 21.
Yeah, I can imagine it would have been so fun.
Literally.
Are you allowed to like drink on board and party like with everyone else, sort of thing?
Well, like, no.
Not really.
But, oh man, I don't know how strict it is these days because even you'd meet people on board that had been working on cruise ships for like 15 years and even 15 years before, it just sounded so loose and so crazy. But then they'd like tightened up all these rules because, yeah, you used to, it was called Kombucha and you could go and get, it was a maximum of like 2 bottles per person, but it was like $10 for like a massive bottle of vodka. And you just, yeah, it was just a whole other life.
That's crazy.
Just a whole other life, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I partied really hard in my late early 20s as well. I still am partying, let's be real.
Yeah, tell us about that, Amy. Tell us about that.
Well,
It's a whole other episode, I
oh
think.
man, that's for another day. I guess for you though, going back to hospo, it's like, why did you want to get out of hospo? Like, what was kind of like, because you
I
like,
think it had just run its course, and I
yeah,
felt such a calling. Grant's just getting the shopping behind me. I'm studying counselling now. I really just want to be of service to people in that way.
yeah,
And I just feel like hospitality had nothing else to offer me in the way that I didn't want to do like operations. I'm not interested in venue management. I just was happy being on the floor, doing events, doing functions, being with the people, and I don't know, ticked all those boxes, you know?
yeah. I feel like for me, when I left hospitality, I actually like, I don't know, I remember sitting there one day, like, well, not sitting there, but serving someone and just thinking like, oh my God, I remember actually the exact moment. And it was like, it's so weird. So like, it was great while it was, because I was studying, like I did my diploma in conservation and land management while I was
Oh,
like,
excuse me.
yeah, yeah. Well, I was at, I was working in hospitality, and then I had applied for a job at like an animal welfare organisation in Queensland. That's like the biggest one we have. And I remember just like there was the floods on, like the Brisbane floods. This is in like 2011. And I just remember like these floods are going on. I'm at work serving like beers and shit. And then all the fucking drunks that were in there, and they were just like, I was just like, is this
I'm
all
out.
yeah, like, is this all there is? Like, you know, like, I felt like I couldn't have an intelligent conversation with, like, anyone there. Everyone just, like, was just so, just, I don't know, disillusioned about, like, the smallest of shit. And I'm like, all these people's houses are flooded, and, like, oh my God, it's so sad. And I don't know what exactly it was or what happened, but I just had, like, this massive, like, breakthrough moment. I'm like, I can't fucking do this anymore. And funnily enough, like I ended up, I ended up getting that job, and I was there for 9 years and 10 months at that animal welfare organisation. But in the meantime, I did still do like hospitality. So it's like love-hate relationship, you know how it is. So I just became like really like a casual floater and went from like kind of the different hotels around that were all owned by like one big corporation, and just like kind of pick and choose when I want to work. And then I think when I was ready to close that chapter was when I was like, oh, well, I feel like I've made the money I want to make here now, and I've done what I want to do, and I want to focus more on like my other job. And that was kind of like it. But yeah.
I think this is the thing about hospo too, isn't it? It's like it can be so flexible with the second job, and you're like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but maybe I need a bit of extra cash so I can do a shift on a Friday, or
Exactly.
if your
That's
venue manager likes you, you can be like, hey, just pop me on the roster. Like, it just becomes this real easy thing to fall back into.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I found too. And you could, like, I could just be like, hey, I can only do 4 hours tomorrow, or like, you know, and they'd call me in and I'm like, oh, cool, like I could do an extra couple $100 this week. I'll do a couple of shifts, you know, like it became very like easy to go back to. And like, you know, I could walk in anywhere and really get a job. And you've probably had the same thing happen, right? Like, I know you.
Totally.
Yeah,
Totally.
you've worked in heaps of different venues and stuff. So it does become a very like easy way to get a job. And fucking like I respect every hospitality worker out there, because respect. Because honestly, it's like it's not the easiest of jobs, but again, like I guess with your kind of like with where you're going now and what you're focused on, like you obviously want to like, well, you're doing your counselling. So tell me about that. Like why counselling, and what drove you to want to help people, I guess? Is that why you're doing it?
I feel like deep down I've always been a counsellor. I feel like I've always been that person, or I feel like I've at least tried to put that out there, that I've this non-judgmental space and a safe space to share. And if people want to open up, like, you know, when you're talking to someone and they tell you something and they go, oh my God, like I've never said that to anyone, or I've never said that out loud. And I think there's been a few clues along the way in my life, but making that leap and having to study to get, but then, you don't really have to study, do you?
Yeah, I know.
This is an interesting topic as well.
It is, like, it depends, I think, on what I think with anything you do, it's like, what's the purpose of it? You know, like, why are you doing it? It's really the question that you need to ask and be able to answer, I guess. Or you just fucking wing it like us with this podcast and just go, let's just go for it.
We'll just do it. Yeah, we'll just do it.
But, yeah, like, I think, look, there's a lot of people out there that are helping, like, you know, people with their mental health and this and that, but there's all different, in saying that too, there's all different kinds of coaches. There's all different purposes and reasons to have that happening, and, like, who you go to. It's just like, you know, if you want to fix your health, you don't go to a mechanic. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like, you have, like, everyone out there is for a different purpose. Or, like, if you want to work on, you know, like, if you've got like some really deep-seated fucking crazy trauma shit and PTSD and stuff, like, well, you know, a normal coach out there might not be the best person to go to. Like, you might need someone that is qualified to, like,
So
those
true.
So I don't know.
So
Is
true.
that why, like, what made you go, oh, I'm going to do counselling instead of just going out there and helping people and doing coaching?
I probably still have that part of me that is still attached to qualifications. If I think about it. But then I'm also enjoying the process of, like, learning and studying. So I feel like this is where I need to be. Yeah, no,
that's cool. I think, like, it's funny because, like, I was having this, like, I've had a few epiphanies the last couple of weeks, but
you're in epiphany central at the moment.
oh, I am. It's like, it's kind of annoying, but it's good. So, like, it was around, because, like, I know you've done, like, personal development and, like, you've done, like, I can't speak for you what you've done exactly, but I know you've done quite a few things, and so have I. And it's really interesting because I think everyone goes in initially looking for, like, the thing, and then they want to learn all this information, and they're like, I need to know everything, and I want to know how all this works. And,
Totally.
you know, like, you're like, oh, give me, like, the fucking manual that's, like, 500 pages, and I'm going to, like, do it all. But what I've realized is, like, and, like, I also work kind of, like, in this industry now, is, like, you've really just got to go through and go, like, what's the one thing that I took away from that podcast session, like, training, 3-day event, like, whatever it is, that I'm actually going to implement, or that's actually going to, like, work for me and change my life. Because, like, if you try and do everything, you just become, like, so overwhelmed and do nothing.
Correct. It's the action taking, I think.
It is, yeah. It's more about that one thing. Like, if you, like, say for, like, a business owner as an example, like, if I said, hey, like, if you implement this one thing in your business, that's going to make your business going to be worth $1 million in 2 years' time. Like, you'll probably do it, right? But is that one thing worth paying, let's say, 10 grand to learn? If you implement it and then potentially make 2 million in 2 years, or $1 million in 2 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just,
Risk it for the biscuit.
You got to risk it for the biscuit and find out and test and see how it goes. But I think a lot of those things too, like, it's even like, because I know you listen to podcasts and I listen, like, you know, we both listen to podcasts and
read a million things. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, I think sometimes I feel like I do put too much focus on, like, oh, I need to learn all this shit, but then I don't really do anything with it. But then I think, like, this is the epiphany I had. I don't know if I went down this a minute ago, but the epiphany I had was that, like, sometimes you've actually just got to, like, go, okay, I'm using this as a tune-up, not actually. You know what I mean? Like, not to, like, I'm not really actually getting anything from this in particular, but it's just to tune me up, to make me better.
Yeah, I like that.
But it's like taking your car to the mechanic and they put more oil in it or fill the water up or whatever. They haven't actually changed anything or whatever, but they're just, like, you know, giving it a tune-up. I guess I don't really know much about cars, but, you know. That's my analogy. That may or may not make sense. Highly doubt, like, anyone's going to pull me up on it, though. You can
All the listeners out there, yeah, please pull Amy up on it. I feel like you can get stuck in that cycle of learning and learning and learning and thinking that you're progressing. But if you're learning and not implementing anything, it's almost like you're procrastinating still.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Another good example of like why we decided to just do this is because like, well, I mean, we could think about doing a podcast. Should have done it 3 years ago.
Minimum, bare minimum.
At least 3 years ago. But, we could think about it. We could go, oh, like it sounds fun and shit and I don't know, and like this and that and, or we could just do it and see what happens, Give it a fucking red hot crack.
And let's just do it and see what happens.
Exactly.
I'm so excited to see what happens.
I'm excited too. I think another epiphany I had this week is like being really present in the moment is like something that I am definitely practicing, and it's actually like I've been overseas for the last couple of weeks, so I got back a few days ago.
Oh yes, where were you, Amy?
Oh my God, thanks for asking. I was in Japan, and so like it was amazing, but it also gives you like different, I think, travel in general. Like you went to Vietnam recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think it just gives you perspective, like for me anyway, like my kind of like experience since coming home is really like, it gives you so much perspective on like what we have to be grateful for in this country, firstly. And
for sure.
this, your bed, that's the number one thing. When you're away, you're like, I need my bed. Like, I can't wait to come home to that.
Praise Jesus when you get back.
Exactly. But it's like, and like just being able to like experience different cultures and different like, I guess the history in Japan is so vast as well. Like one of the shrines we went to is, over 1,000 years old. Like I can't even comprehend that in my mind. Like that people have been commuting here and coming here for 1,000 years. And it's been a special place of worship for that long. And, those sorts of things are just like the parts of it that you go, wow, like this is obviously like people come here and it's obviously a special place for a reason. And like leading into that while I was there as well is we stayed on this sacred island. I can't really pronounce it, but it's where Mount Myson is. And it's like my Jimma or something, I think.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that'll do.
That'll do. But it was like sitting in the silence there is when my voice was so loud at me about certain things. And
oh my God.
Yeah, it was just like, I just got so much like, so many like, I don't know what people call them, like insights, transmissions, like whatever the fuck you want to call it, of like just so many messages about just like profound things and insights about myself, about life that were really just like what I've really needed, I guess, at the moment to like reset and kind of just reset, realign and just go like, you know what? Like we're all going to fucking die someday.
Yeah. Genuine.
Like we literally, it could be tomorrow. It could be like in, 10 years, it could be in 50 years, like we don't know. And like it's just, now's the time. Like why fucking hold back on like the shit that we want to do and like being the person that we want to be when like we might not get we might never get an opportunity to do a podcast again. This could be like, not saying anything bad's going to happen to us.
Oh my God. Anxiety. But you know
what I mean? Like who knows what's going to happen? And it's like, well, like you've got to take each moment and like be present with it and just be like, fucking risk it for the biscuit.
Risk it for the biscuit. And I know, and it's that like that saying, like no one's going to be at your funeral being like, oh my God, she was a great employee.
Oh my God, it's so true.
It'll be like, oh, we took that trip, or oh, I remember when, this happened, or we just fucked off to here and we booked it, or the lunch we had, and that's the stuff you're going to talk about, I think, at the end of your life. And yeah, I want to live that too.
It's so true. Like, it's, yeah, totally. Like, it's so true. Like, we're never going to, like, have this moment again either. Like, we're the youngest we're ever going to be right now.
Oh, God.
Sadly. Get that cream going.
Oh, God. Off to Turkey we go. That'll be a podcast.
Oh, yeah. Like, subscribe. Like,
No,
subscribe. Is that what they say?
360. Let's go.
If sponsors are out, so we can go to Turkey. I'm kidding. But yeah, it's like, it's fucking so true. Like, I guess it's true though. How do you want people to remember you as well? And people will remember how you made them feel. Like, regardless of anything people say, it's like the people that I'm like, wow, I met that person and they were fucking cool. It's like, those are the people that I really remember.
Totally. I was listening to something the other day and this lady was talking about the situation of when her kids were older, if someone asked them what that household was like to grow up in or what their childhood was like, it's like how you want to give your kids that childhood that they're going to talk about for like years to come to someone. If someone asks your kids, hey, what was it like growing up, you know, with Amy and Dan, and that they're going to say, oh, God, like we've got to go to Japan, we had all these family trips, and I love that lives on past you from the experiences. Yeah.
That's so true.
Which they probably, I don't know, you don't appreciate it now, but when you're like an adult and you've lived your life.
Fucking shit snob.
Genuine. But yeah, that got me thinking the other day. It's like, how do people remember you, and how do they talk about you and what you did for them in their lives? Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's, yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's what we're here for. Here for. Are you planning another trip after Japan?
I've actually booked a cruise. Funnily enough, let's circle back to the cruise.
Oh my God, we've gone full circle.
Full circle back to the cruise. I've booked a cruise, like a family cruise, and it's on my birthday, so I'm excited for that. I haven't done a cruise since, it's been a while. Probably, around COVID, like probably 2020 was the last time I did a cruise. And that's the last time I went overseas as well, so there you go. So yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be like, Japan was not a relaxing holiday. Let me tell you, it was not fucking relaxing.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't book any days of like relaxation in there because I treated it as, well, there for 2 weeks. It's a trip of a lifetime. Like, we did Universal Studios, we did Disneyland, we did Disney Sea, we did, like, if anyone needs any information about Japan, come and see me. Like,
Amy's here.
Give you all my travel tips, what to do and what not to do would be also part of it, because there's like a lot of things that I'm like, I probably could have put like a bit of a more rest day in there, probably could have stayed there a little bit longer. You know, there's nowhere I would have skipped completely or anything like that. But you've got to remember, like, Tokyo, like, this is what I had to remember. Tokyo has, like, more people in that city than the entire population of Australia. So,
no shit.
Like, yeah, there's, like, 37 million people in, like, the greater Tokyo area. I think there's about 20 in the actual city, but the greater area, which is, like, the city. It'd be like Brisbane having, like, 37
everyone
million.
In Australia in there.
Yeah,
oh
but everyone in Australia, like, or plus 10 million. So Australia's got like 27 million people, I think. So anyway, it's very, but for what it is, it's very organized, quite clean. Because people are like, it's so clean. I'm like, because there's no fucking bins anywhere. Like, you walk down there's no bins. I'm not kidding. Like, there's no like public bins. There's like nothing like that anywhere.
So people just hold their rubbish.
I saw this Instagram reel the other day, and it's like this chick who has a banana peel, and she's like, when you're in Japan and you have rubbish, and it's like it went everywhere with her for like a whole 24 hours because you're like, there's no
I can't get rid of it.
Literally. Look, it's not that bad. Like, there is, if you go into like the convenience stores, which there's convenience stores everywhere, they have bins usually, but you know, you kind of always got to buy something, and then you're like, you can't just, a couple of times I went in and threw my shit in there, but yeah, there's no bins. Like, so you've just got to be, you know, carrying shit with you all day. And you're not supposed to, it's like, it's kind of like not kosher there to like, I don't know if kosher is the right word. I don't really know what that means. I feel like people say it when they're about to say what I'm going to say. But
yeah, it sounds good.
Kosher, is that like Jewish? I don't know. But when you're in Japan too, like you've got to, fuck, what was I going to say? I don't know. I lost it.
Gone.
It's not kosher to eat and walk. So like there's all these great restaurants that have nowhere to sit. And there's like 7-Eleven, you know, you eat at 7-Eleven, but you're not supposed to walk around and eat. So like if you eat, you're kind of supposed to stand like I mean, look, by the end of it,
I don't know about this. No one is
I'm joking. I just meant you're supposed to like hide in the corner and like eat. I just got that.
That was phallic. That was phallic. We'll release the video somewhere.
Is this gonna be real? Oh my god, you're gonna make it real. I can imagine this is going out there. It's gonna be like,
oh yeah, I'm getting a lot of quality
Amy's
content.
talking about eating and like, fuck. Anyway. So you're not supposed, well, you're not, they don't like it you walking around and eating, but there's nowhere to fucking sit and eat. So you like sit there like, or stand there in the corner. I'm not gonna do it again. But you just, but you start eating, right? And just like, you're not supposed to walk around. By the end of it, I was like, fuck that. Like, we're walking and eating. I mean, the toilets there are next level. And like,
I've seen this. Maybe you posted something on Instagram and I was like, I need to know about the toilets.
so the toilets all have like a bidet in all of them. But they're like, even if you go to a toilet in like a public park, it has a bidet.
Wow.
In most cases, there was a couple of toilets I went to that didn't have it. But honestly, it's like even 7-Eleven, those toilets have bidets. So and it's like a full thing of like front, back.
Japan are living in the future.
You can do like, you can put a noise on, so you've got like a noise if you're like
Like-
it's called the privacy button.
If you're pumping one out,
If you're taking a dump.
if you're taking a dump, cover it up with the noise.
I just had to say that because you always talk about dumping,
Think of
like taking dumps and stuff.
everything.
If you're taking a brain dump, then yes, you can put the
Yeah.
privacy screen
Bit of
on.
white noise.
I feel like we're...
So this is the joy of traveling as well. This is the joy of traveling, and it's like, who would have thought you'd come back and you'd be so excited about a toilet?
And I miss the toilet. Like, I feel like that's
Yeah.
what I miss probably most about Japan right in this moment is the toilet. I remember like years and years ago, I saw an interview with Will Smith, and he actually, I remembered this when I was in Japan, and he was talking about the toilets in Japan and like how he was doing this skit, and he's like, you can move from this side to this side and it keeps following you. I don't know how it works. And then he's like, when he got back, he got like all the same toilets put in his house because he was like, it was amazing. So that's how they are. They're world renowned.
You could get one you could get one at your home, and you could be in Japan every day.
I know, but I feel like it's weird that it's like not a thing here. I don't know. I don't really know why it's a thing there and why it's not here. But when you go, I feel like you need to be there to understand it.
Yeah.
Just
It's on my
sounds like
list.
It's high
It's on my
tech, next
list.
level. Well, look, Jetstar, they do fly return for free a lot.
Yeah, I need to keep my eyes on that. I need to keep my eyes on there. It's in the top 3 at the moment, Japan.
Yeah, do it. It was so good. Like, I mean, I booked our flights for family of 5 for like $3,000 return.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Out of Cairns? Where did you fly from?
Brisbane.
Out of Brazil. Non-stop flight.
Yeah. It was like 8.5 hours there, about 8 hours back. Direct flight. It was it was pretty quick too. Like the flight there was okay. We got there about 8 o'clock at night, but I feel like it was good. I woke up really refreshed the next day. The flight home was a red light, is it called red light flight? So it was like, we left there about 10 o'clock at night and we got home about like 8 o'clock in the morning or 7:30 or something. It was around then.
Yeah, okay.
And it was It was a bit shit, like obviously because you're flying at night, but we did get a fair bit of sleep and stuff, so it was alright.
Yeah, okay. All right, Jetstar, coming for you.
Jetstar. Everyone bags Jetstar, but I'm actually like, I'm a fan of Jetstar. Like, I don't know, everyone, I feel like I've never had an issue, touch wood, with Jetstar. And I've flown like New Zealand, Bali, like Japan, and like it's always been really good.
Yeah. Real mixed reviews. I'm the same. Touch wood, never had a bad experience. But I also feel like, are you quite an adaptable person? If shit goes south, you just, what do you do? What do you do? Shit happens. I feel like people that get up Jetstar, this is just my experience as a travel agent, they're either expecting something bad to happen. Yeah, I was a travel agent, for 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. This is
it'll be like an onion.
I know, like so many layers too. I'm so excited for our next episodes. Yeah, sorry, you continue.
Yeah, I feel like the people that had a bad experience with budget airlines were the ones that booked it and then brought that into their reality. They're like, it's budget, it's going to cancel, and then something goes wrong and then it cancels. Or they're people that are just so unadaptable that they just can't cope with that change, which obviously is that happens.
Yeah, fucking don't be so tight, guys. Seriously. Stop being such pains in the asses. Oh my god, it's like I can't discuss this situation, but it's like when I talk to people and I go like, what is it that you want to achieve? And they're like, oh, this is what I want, but this, and this. And I'm like, you've already basically told yourself it's not going to happen. Because you're like,
so it's not going to happen for you.
You're like, oh, I want this, but this is happening and that's going to stop it from happening. And this is what happens every year. And I'm like, you're basically already writing it off as like, it's not going to happen. So don't be surprised when it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Or it happens and those people are like, oh, but this, maybe it's not as good as I thought it would be, or this happened because it was luck. Like, they just can't.
Oh, my God. And that's the thing, like, how many times have you, though, achieved something and been like, oh, I thought it would feel different?
Oh, 100%.
And you're like, oh, God, I had, like, there's very few times in my life that I've actually been like, and all those times that I've been like, I've always been really scared before it. Like, really fucking scared. Like, I've just thought about this now, though, right, that we're talking about it. But
An epiphany.
Like, oh my God, like, shit. But honestly, like, I don't know if you've experienced this, right, but when like, okay, when you're working really fucking hard for something and you're like grinding and you're like, it's in the balance, is it going to work? Is it not going to work? Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? Oh, like, and you don't know. Like, have you experienced something like that? Like, I don't know. But then it's worked out and then you're like, holy shitballs. How did that happen? But then you like went through all the pain and shit to get it anyway. So then,
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. But I think that there is sometimes when you actually, something happens and you go, I thought that would like change my fucking life in a different way.
Totally. Or you're like, now what? Now what do I do?
But that's why goals are always like, they're linear. We've got to keep setting them and being like, well, what's next and what's this? And I actually listened to something really interesting like this week, and it was talking about how like if you set goals, you're sometimes caging yourself. And I was like, So like, hear me out. Like, I feel like goals like, are beneficial. Like I set goals and it was, oh my God, I'll tell you this one story first. But anyway, the story
Tangent.
you set goals and then you go, hang on, fuck, what was I going to say? I've got this.
You've got this.
You set a goal and then you go like, okay, this is what I'll say. If you set a goal, it can keep you like caged into like that goal and then you're not thinking bigger because, some people achieve shit in like a year that it takes fucking 20 years, or that some people never achieve, right?
Yeah.
So the theory is that I heard recently is that like instead of setting a goal, like set goals for small shit and stuff, but set a vision, and then your vision is what's actually pulling you towards the goals. And I really liked that.
Have you ever done that before though, where you think about a vision and then it's just too much? Like I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, that's too much. That's too big. Or maybe that's where I need to be heading.
That's where you need to be heading though, Sez. That's the point of this, like of what I heard. I think I sent you the podcast. I don't know if you've listened to it yet. Really not.
Busted.
You didn't pass the test. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it was more about like these women were talking, and they both have like quite substantial businesses. One has done over $100 million, and they did that in about 5 or 6 years within their business. And the other one had done their first $1 million month in their business, right?
Wow.
And what they were saying is that when back like, you know, years ago, when they used to set goals, like goals definitely helped them and got them to a point. But the point is, and goals are like, I'm not saying don't set them and this and that, but the point is that like goals can also hold you back, because you could look at the goal and go, fuck, that's too big, I can't do it. Or you could look at the goal and go, oh, like, yeah, I just need to get to this. So if I go, oh, hey, like, you just need to lose 10 kilos in 6 months, and then you get there and you're like, cool, like, what now? But if you, like, so the goals are still, they're still valid. It's not saying not to have them, but it's just saying, like, set the vision that actually, like, holds your goals inside of them. And then, like, obviously you revisit your vision regularly, but the vision is what's actually, like, going to transcend you from, like, this is what you can achieve in 1 month to this is what you can achieve. But you can achieve, like, so this is what you want to achieve in 10 years, but why don't we just do that in 1 year? Like, why not? Instead of your brain going, oh, but that's not possible, that's really hard, I can't do it, blah, blah, blah. Like, you go, well, that's my vision, that's what I'm here to achieve. And then I was explaining this to someone today when I was talking about them setting goals. And it's like, the goal is really, it's not the end game really. What the goal is it's just so that, like, it's just your address. So if I say to you, hey, Sez, come over to my house, and you're like, yeah, okay, I'll come over. I'm like, cool. Like, how are you going to get to my house unless you know my address?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So the goal, like, is really just the address that you need to get there.
Yeah, I'm just marinating on that.
I know. It makes sense to me. Hopefully, I'm saying shit to people all the time. Hopefully, it makes sense. They're probably like, yes, Amy, yes.
Well, it's just like a marker, isn't it? Like, all right, I've made it to Amy's house now.
Yeah, so
now,
it's just
now
like,
what
yeah,
do we
literally. So you go like, but you can't get to my house without my address. It's just like if I said to you, hey, let's go, meet me like at my house, but you have never been to my house, you don't know my address. Like, how the fuck are you going to get there?
Yeah, valid.
And that's the goal, right? The goal is the address, but the goal's not like the end. It's not the end of the line. Because after my house, you're probably going to go to the shop or go home or go get dinner or, like, you know, there's more shit.
I see what you're saying now.
Yeah. I need to get better at explaining things, okay?
But that's what this will be good for too. This will be good for that. Yeah.
Because, yeah, if you can't understand, like, you know, and that's the same, like, yeah, you need to understand. Hopefully what I said makes sense, but that's why, like, goals are important, but, like, it's really the vision that needs to really drive what you're doing. And also, like, if you set a goal and actually put a time frame on it, like, I don't know that that's always the most beneficial thing, to be honest. I don't know. It could be, like, markers in the goal, though. Like, I want to have, like, with this podcast, like, oh, let's have our first episode done by this today.
Literally 24 hours.
Not even. I need to, like, I was fucking looking this up before and I'm like, but anyway, the goal thing, I feel like it doesn't make sense now, or?
It does. I feel like my brain goes, it might just be one best way for each individual person. Like maybe for this person, they might need to break down a big goal into chunks, or the next person's more driven for that vision so they can just leap a bit further ahead. I think you got to meet people where they are.
Exactly. I get that. But I think for me, like, I think the reason I mention it is for me, for where I'm at the moment, I'm like, goals are good, but they don't light me up, like, as in setting a vision. Do you know what I mean?
What's your vision? Can you talk about it?
Fuck.
We talk about it.
Look, I have a vision that I've spent a lot of fucking time on, and that, like, you know, has kind of changed and morphed throughout the years and stuff like that. But I think my vision at the moment is really just to, like, the stuff that I've been really wanting to share lately is being like I want to be like my authentic self. And like, I don't say that in like a fucking wanky way of like, oh, like I want to be authentic and this and that. Like, I just mean like, I'm fucking so sick to death of everything on social media is like so polished. Like, all these fucking people, like, okay, we love a good filter, like, you know, everyone does, like, it serves its purpose and shit like that. But like, I just feel like people aren't sharing like the depths of like what they're actually going through. And it's so unrelatable. Like, I just feel like everything on there is so unrelatable. I feel like everyone at the moment is just getting like, especially in these sorts of spaces, it's like coaching industry, personal development, all that sort of shit. It's like, AI serves a purpose. Like, yes, I use AI every day for stuff, right? But I just feel like everyone's just relying on it to be like, run my business, tell me how to do this shit in my business, like this, that, whatever. Like, but like, where's the personal like side of things gone? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just what I'm seeing online at the moment. That's like, I think like this fire inside of me to be like, you know what? Fuck that shit. Like,
here I am.
I've never met a person in my life that is perfect. And I mean, it's tiring. It must be tiring for people that try to be, or try to be so like polished that they're speaking to their perfect customer or this or that or whatever. Like, I understand the point of it, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm just done. So I don't know if that answers the question about my vision. It doesn't. But I just like, I think that I just want to share real shit and like give the opportunity for others that like want to share like their mission, their vision, and just be like, you know what? I just like, I mean, you know, I feel like there's a lot of shit that me, you, like our experience, like the stuff that we researched, like the podcast we listen to, like there's so much knowledge that is condensed, like that is between us two, that we could actually push out there to other people that might want to listen. If they don't want to listen, they don't resonate. Who gives a fuck? Like, I don't, like, but bye.
See ya.
Everyone's like, I'm not listening to this out of like just the point of not listening to it. But I just think it's like, you know, realness, and like the fact is that you can actually talk to a real person. The fact is that there are real people out there that are going through real challenges that no one really talks about. Like, people only talk about it in a polished way. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Like, you go, oh, like every time I see someone talk about a topic that I'm like, oh, like I resonate with that. But I'm like, I don't resonate with the fact that they're so polished talking about it. And I think that, the thing is true, like, where does your level of like your personal expansion and what you're going through, it never ends. Like, I was going to say, where does it end? But like the thing is, it never ends, right?
Totally.
Like, we're constantly going through like evolutions and expansions of ourselves. And this is the other thing we're talking about, like, on one of our many voice notes when we're like fucking do a podcast. But it's like, why are we boxed into, like, say for example, someone wants to coach women like that have anxiety, but it's like, well, why do you have to be boxed in to just coach women with anxiety? Like, if 2 months time you decide, oh well, actually I want to coach women that are fucking doing amazing but just want to have a tune up with me every fucking couple of weeks. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you can change and evolve, but it's like, we feel like, I think people feel like they have to get their message so polished and correct, or there's something wrong and they're not gonna, I don't know.
No, 100%.
You talk for a bit.
because
I feel
you've
like
got
I've just had
But you're gonna, if you're someone that likes to learn and likes to grow, like you're gonna pivot at some point, right? Because that's just the natural progression. If you stay the same, that's all well and good if that's fulfilling you. But I think naturally, if you're that sort of person, you're gonna pivot. You're gonna, maybe you've helped all those women with anxiety, and now you're like, oh, but that woman had that, and maybe I'm interested in that now, and you sort of gravitate towards that. I think it's giving yourself the permission to just go where that joy is for you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think of all the little projects I've started over the years, and I swear to God, someone would probably see my offload thing on Facebook and be like, I can't take another one of Sarah's projects. She's just had so many projects, but that's just what I've done. I've just sort of gone towards what I've enjoyed at that time, and most of the time it hasn't worked out, but I'll be damned if I didn't at least give it a go, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You just froze there for a bit, so I feel like I missed some of that, but it's like...
It was real good though. That's all you need to know. It was a real passionate. No,
Maybe
I'm all
it
for
worked
the
on the
pivot.
recording, it's not on my system or my thing.
True. 51 minutes, Amy. 51 minutes. Excuse
Easy,
me.
easy done.
Just a Friday night. Yeah, just a Friday arvo.
I feel like I still didn't answer your question about vision. But how funny is this, right? I do have to tell you this. So I was looking in my phone the other day, and I was like, oh, what were my goals? Like, this is last year, right? So this is like January to March last year.
Yeah, okay.
This is when I did these goals. Build savings by the end of 2025, renovate home, start saving and planning for a holiday, Thailand, Singapore, or Japan.
Ooh.
And then there's all the details of everything. But I think the main thing to focus on is we, instead of renovating our house, we decided to buy a new house. And so when I reflect back now on so this was my goal for 2025, we ended up pivoting and we ended up instead buying a house instead of renovating the current house that we had at the time.
Yeah.
So that's what I was like, sometimes if I had gone with these goals, I would have probably been restricting myself heaps, right?
Correct. But that's that adaptability, right?
Yeah, and you pivot and you go, well, actually, this is not what I want anymore. This is what I want. But I didn't actually update those goals. It was me being like, everyone, you should set goals. And I'm like,
just old and stale in your phone.
I know. I've set the ones for this year though, but we won't talk about those yet because there's still time. But this was for last year. It was actually really interesting as I came across it a couple of days ago. I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, start saving and planning for a family holiday in Thailand, Singapore, or Japan. Did it. Fucking just came back from it, baby.
Tick that
There
off.
you go. So, yeah, look, goals work. They do work. Setting them does work. There's proof. And even
With that bit of flexibility.
Yeah, with being able to pivot, but I think having a vision, which, we're just talking about it, and I probably need to actually work on what that is exactly, other than a rant about being authentic. But I think overall, the vision for me at the moment is really just leaning into shit and just being like, yes, I will do that.
Yeah,
so
okay.
I'll try that. I want to and it might not seem like a vision, but I'd love to have the opportunity to be able to have income coming through other avenues and stuff like that. And actually, while I was in Japan, interestingly enough, I haven't really told anyone this, so here you go, everybody. But I had an idea for a product that I'm very serious into currently. So that will definitely be something that I'm working on in the background over
Okay. It's going to leave us hanging on that until product launch. Okay.
Leave you guys hanging, and then I'm like, look, everyone, this is... it's just something that I wanted to do. And I'm like, look, to be fair, it's like, it's a concept at this point in time, but I feel like really confident about it.
Okay.
We can
Stay
talk about
tuned.
it offline more, but yeah.
We'll stay tuned. All right.
I don't want to steal my ideas, you know. They're like, but anyway, that's like part of like something that I want to look at over the next couple of months, and then yeah, otherwise just doing me, I reckon. What about you?
The vision.
Oh God, I still haven't even answered that question. You go.
I think it's that quote, you know, the path illuminates as you walk it. I am just trying to take action on as much stuff as I can this year to try and work out where I want to be heading. That's just it. And like when we started talking about this and you were keen as, I was like, fuck yeah, let's just get it going.
Yeah.
Content going on my Instagram, study, building stuff up at work. Yeah, just lots of things that are keeping me like inspired this year. Working towards the joy and the inspiration. That's where I'm at.
Ooh, I love that. I have to go again at my vision. Join inspiration. I just think like, I don't know, I always just come back to helping people. But I feel like another realization I've had recently is you can't help people until you help yourself.
Totally.
And like, you know, if I'm saying to people like, put yourself out there and like, try this and that, like, well, if I'm not fucking doing it, then like, you know, it's kind of like a contradiction. So here I am. Yeah. Here we are.
Yeah. Here we are. And I think that's who I want to be as a counsellor, as a person, as a friend, as a daughter, as a partner. Like, I want to practice what I preach.
Yeah.
I don't want to be giving people advice or putting myself out there saying this stuff and then living differently in the background. Like, comes back to that authenticity though, I think as well.
Yeah. Definitely. I think also, like, I don't know oh my God, we can't go down this rabbit hole now. Let's talk about
We'll save the rabbit hole for another time.
Next podcast, let's talk about like our childhood bullshit and then like, like deep. We don't talk about that now, but
yeah, no, I like that.
I think like just in general, like I tend to take on other people's like emotions and the way that they are feeling a lot, and I feel like that. I know that I do it, but then I'm like, I'm fine. But then I'm like,
I'm not fine.
When people are doubting themselves or put their doubt onto me, I like take that on as my own doubt. And like that's something that I've noticed, and I'm like, wow, I really need to like, pull that up. As in like, I need to back myself and I need to be the one that's like confident in what I'm sharing, what I'm doing, that sort of thing, rather than waiting for others around me to, you know, almost like it's like I'm looking for like other people around me to almost say like, oh, like you've done a good job or you're amazing or this or that. Like, no, that shit is within me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, got to validate yourself as well.
That's it. Validation. That's right. Yeah. And so that was like, that's been a cool experience to kind of like have that mirrored at me and be like, you know, this is something that you actually need to do for yourself and you can't rely on other people to do it for you. And I'm like, understood. That's why, again, while I'm here, let's go.
Let's do it. All right. And here we are doing it.
We're doing it.
Here we are doing it. All right. So next one, we're going to go down the childhood route.
Well, look, I think we... like, let's push back on that. I think we really decided that like we wanted to feel into like our day and our situation and life, and there was like a million topics that we could cover between us.
Definitely.
But I think like that would probably be quite helpful in the sense of like, I mean, we both experienced like bullying growing up. From what I can, did you get bullied? Was that like, or was it more that you wanted other people to like you? I was bullied, but
that was it. that was it for me. I think I always saw the popular kids as like, I want to be in that crowd. Or how do I get in there? It's always been connection for me, always trying to work these challenging connections out. How do I get in? Who do I need to become? You know, foregoing who I am authentically to try and get the validation of other people. Yeah, so that's probably an interesting one. That's going to be a good one.
It's going to be so good. Ooh. But we're not like, this is what we want though. We want it to be like, well, I think I'm speaking for both of us when I'm like, this is what we want. But I think like the whole idea of this is to like not have it scripted or be like, oh, we know exactly what topic and what we're going to say. And because I feel like, I mean, all it's all well and good, but like, you know, this is also an opportunity for us to practice public speaking and putting ourselves out there and actually just giving it a red hot crack and risking it for the biscuit and
risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Seeing what happens.
All right. Is that first episode done?
I think we're done.
Oh my God.
Woo!
If you're listening and you've made it to the end, leave us a comment.
I feel like you need a drink now. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I might go have a small wine. All right.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Whoever's made it to the end.
Risking it for the biscuit by listening.
Yeah, happy to cover topics or have guests that people suggest. So if you have a suggestion, drop us a line.
Yes. And we'll
like and subscribe. I feel like that's what they always say on YouTube, so that's what I'm going with.
Very Stephen Bartlett of you, yeah. All right, until next week.
Stay tuned.